fastball in the second pitch of the game, throws him out. And batters against Kyle Davies. But they're doing the damage against Kyle this year. He is just chewing up the lefties, and he hits the outside. He's really pitching the left-hand batters well inside.
Well, he's inside, getting him off the plate, but at the same time, when he goes to the outside part, it can go with his two-seamer.
Quinton will be running on this 3-2 pitch. Thome takes a walk. So with 2 outs and nobody on, Davies gives the White Sox a couple.
Fans coming along like that means you're making a great impression.
Well, Kyle did it 5 times against Chicago last month. And he does it tonight. Past 9. Nice play by Fields. He was shallow at third, so he had no reaction time. But able to snag, including his 3rd home run. He has a 5-game hitting streak. Center field for Podsednik. 3 pitches, 2 down. Well, all day it's felt like, and every now and then you might see the hitters swatting some bees away. Hit hard to center field, and Podsednik is there. It's a 7-pitch. Takes pressure off the offense. They know they don't have to score 7 runs. Pass Tian to Jesus, going to get on it in a hurry, and Harold Baines, the first base coach, had his hands up in the air stopping Konerko before Konerko was any better.
Well, that's true. Brzezinski is only 1 for 11 against Kyle Davies.
And on a 2-0 pitch, lines it into left field. So you can be 1 for 11 against a pitcher, but when you know a 2-0 fastball is coming, those numbers don't mean anything.
Especially when it's up and out of it, then your release point is going to be crucial.
Chance for 2. Vilas handles a tough hop. Double play. So Davies got 4 of those against the Blue Jays on Thursday, and he gets a big. Just flicks it out into shallow left center field, and Chicago takes a 1-0 lead. Well, it wasn't pretty, but that's why you avoid the strikeout, put bat on ball, and see what happens. Unscored for the White Sox here in the 2nd inning. And that's into deep right field. Jose Guillen going all the way back. He's got it. And is hit in 5 straight games. Floyd got him reaching at a pitch away, and Chris Getz throws him out. All right, time. Who would you say is the Royals' biggest rival in the American League Central?
I would say with this present team, it would be Minnesota.
Jermaine back in right field and makes the catch. How many times have we seen that, either in a Royals uniform or a White Sox uniform?
Well, Billy does a good job staying.
Jacobs just got underneath it. Got that pitch down and in where he likes it. Podsednik to play. 2 perfect innings for Gavin Floyd on just 8.
Pitchers doing if they need to, he's looking for signs that he may be tiring. The ball may be coming up, and then he may need to go to his bullpen. So he's really, manager's really focused on that kind of thing. And he'll bounce some things off of me here and there, and I'll offer a little tidbit here or there. But he's he's run the game, and I'll just keep track of the things. The little things are big, but they're little. Who we may pinch run here. We may have talked about earlier in the game. We may pinch hit for a certain hitter in a certain situation. A lot earlier after the ball game than I used to, and and that's not all bad.
John, when it comes to making a lineup out for the game, is that something that you present to Trey, or does Trey present?
Focused, but he's one guy that I don't think it'll get to really. He's a very humble individual. I think he seems to be the kind of kid that.
One thing that I noticed is a team chemistry and the sort of the bounce that the players seem to have in their step when they know that Zach is pitching.
Oh yeah, Frank, they do. The great pitchers, they bring out the best in guys. One reason too. Nobody wants to screw up behind them. That's for sure. But yeah, the great ones all have that intensity. I mean, you don't necessarily see it in Zach's emotions, but I mean, he's very locked into what he's doing, and that's what the great ones do. They not only do they have the big arms usually, you know, they got that edge.
Home run in his first 3 starts. But now he's given up 5 in his next 3. And that's hit hard into left center field, and Coco have to play it on a bounce. Konerko not fast, so he'll be held to a single. Had a whole bunch of base runners, but Kyle was able to pitch out of it, and then he got into a groove and retired 12 of 14. Curveball to Billy. Tried to backhand to start a double play, but only gets the out. First chance to see Mike Sweeney in a Seattle Mariners uniform. Off the end of the bat to Aviles, and that's the inning. But Chicago goes deep.
Canisters filled with those bees. Release them elsewhere, didn't kill them. 10 to 15,000 bees, Brian.
Alberto Callaspo into deep right field, and there's his second major league home run. So Alberto Callaspo, who went 441 at bats without hitting a home run in the big leagues, now has 2 on the last 2 homestands.
It's that pitch that stays up and middle in, and he really turns on that ball.
They could stay up there. I'm not getting any closer to him.
John Buck flies out to Jermaine Dye.
Then until you really get your swing going, and that's the key. That what hurts you is when you go home with no hits.
Hits it hard on one hop to Fields. It throws low, but Konerko's. Stroked into right field. The Royals have their first 2 hits. And Coco snaps an 0 for 10. Coco takes off, and De Jesus grounds it to the right side. Floyd to the back. 4 runs, 6 hits Chicago. 1 run, 2 hits for the Royals. Shallow left. De Jesus wants it. And Podsednik is out. To the fence in front of the Royals bullpen. And a walk, and that's 3 for Kyle. Past Davies. Royals had him played well. Callaspo went over to the left side of second base. So runner at third, 2 outs for Carlos Quentin, who's batting just .231. Broke his bat into shallow center, and Coco has to play it on a bounce. That's the second bloop RBI for the White Sox tonight. Quentin drives in his 17th. And Tien doesn't see it, so John Buck has to go over in front of the dugout to make the catch. That time of night, AT&T, your world delivered. Martin into center field, and the Royals have a man on to begin the 4th inning. Down by 4.
Yeah, that was a nice easy swing. The ball got in on Mark Forts, and when you can make those adjustments quickly, that's in between 3 out of 10 and 1 out of 10.
Broke his bat, but flares it into right field. Tien will hold, but Jermaine Dye's arm. And there's 2 on, nobody out in the 4th inning.
It's always good to take that pitch 3-0. Now 3-1, you should be getting pretty much the same pitch.
And he hits it to right field, not very deep. Dye on the run. Tien will tag. Dye was in no position to throw. So 1st and 3rd for Mike Jacobs.
But just getting back to what I said, he took the 3-0 fastball down the middle, but in that situation there, they're trying to get an out. He can't afford to walk and give you another base runner, so he's going to challenge you with the same pitch. And he just beat Billy just a little bit with that fastball.
Blasted into deep center field. Back goes Podsednik. It's a one-run game. Wow! Boy, get your binoculars out. Where in the world did that thing land?
I think wow was the right word when he hit that ball. That ball took one hop and hit the base of the scoreboard. You don't see ball. Everybody could have just started running home because that was not going to get caught by anybody.
And home stands ago, he hit one off the wall on the right side of that base. Buck, good swing, hitting it hard to the opposite field, but gets flags behind in the count quite a bit tonight.
Well, that's not a good thing to do against the middle of this White Sox order because they'll make you pay, especially if you come back with something down the middle of the plate.
And that's through the left side. So a 2-1 pitch. Dye singles to left, and back come the White Sox with a man on for Paul. On the outside corner, Tejeda comes up with a big 10 more home runs than the Royals did. Pierzynski past Butler, and Dye is going to make the turn. The White Sox will have runners at the corners and one out. Well, you just pointed out that the Royals 10 against the Royals this year. To the right side and past Callaspo, and the White Sox add to their lead. Pierzynski on his way to third, and the throw hits him. So it's 6-4. That run is charged to Kyle Davies. Then halfway for the Royals. And Podsednik pops it up. Pierzynski tagging. Guillen has a great arm. Pierzynski to the plate. Here's the throw. He didn't get it. And we're going to have another argument. Enough where he could have stayed back and still not had a short hop. White Sox get 2 more. So it's a 3. Up the middle, Ramirez is there. 1 out. And 4 1/3 was against Callaspo in the 4th inning. And there's his first walk. And for Coco, his 18th walk of the year. David 0 for 2 so far. And trying to bunt. That's a fair ball. And an excellent play by Pierzynski to get on that thing while it was spinning. And was still in fair territory. So Coco to second. Tien strikes out, only the school record, 55 career touchdown passes, but not regarded as an NFL prospect, but a big baseball prospect. $40. That's a $150 value. Carlos Quinton with his second hit. So he's 2 out of 3 with an RBI. To honor his grandfather. He grew up a Cubs fan in Illinois, which I'm sure he keeps a secret now that he's with the White Sox. And he walks for the 3rd time tonight. On the inside corner. No argument from Jermaine. Another strikeout. Minnesota Twins has hit better with runners in scoring position. Into center, Coco coming up, and that's the inning. And a leadoff walk. This game Guillen to third, and Ramirez didn't have a play. So Butler ends up with an infield single. Tying run coming to the plate, and it happens to be Mike Jacobs. Well, he got a pitch down, but it was a
being short and just hitting the ball the other way back through the middle.
Into deep left field. Back goes Quinton. It is off the fence. Butler going to be held at third base. Piaspo that close to tying the game. It's 7-5. And the doubles machine does it again.
Just a nice short swing. Matt Thornton got a ball down.
9 fewer games than Jacobs. 2 down.
Cut off and hope that Thornton makes a mistake on the next pitch.
Walked him. And they're loaded up for Coco Crisp.
The reason Coco didn't swing at it because he been pounding him hard away so much that he was just lucky that he didn't get a chance to swing at that ball because it was down in the hitting zone.
Walked him. 1-run game. That's an outstanding at-bat for Coco Crisp. He was down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, he had him set up for a fastball inside, but the thing is, on 2-2, you can't miss on 2-2. You got to try to make it happen right there. So he tried to pull another story.
Didn't mean to go around. But the Royals get 2. And once again, league system.
Well, I definitely agree. He's taking some big walks in some crucial situations. They got the Royals going in Minneapolis with a crucial walk.
DeJesus sprinting back to the warning track. Can't make the play on Pierzynski. He was there, but he never looked like he had his feet under control. 69 innings. Second fewest in the American League. Off the end of the bat, look at that break. Mayhay crashing into Ramirez to tag him out. And then checking to make sure Ramirez is all right. Didn't mean to do that, but rather than field. Podsednik off of Mayhay's glove. Pierzynski holds. Podsednik safe, but the runner doesn't score. Royals 2 in the 6th to make it 7-6. Struck him out. So first and third, 2 down. And he has 2 tonight. That's 30 strikeouts already this year. And a fly ball, shallow right. Guillen is there. First and third, 1 out, and the White Sox. And the Angels leading the Oakland A's. Mark Tien to the opposite field against Matt Thornton. Tying runner on in the 7th inning. Tien is 2 for 4. And a 4-pitch walk, putting runners at first and second with nobody out. Butler into the left field corner. Fair ball. The game is tied. Guillen on his way to third. 7-7 in the 7th. Walked him. Frank, I think this is the best night. Bases loaded, nobody out. Shallow left field. Meyer's going to tag and challenge Quinton. Here's the throw. He is out at the plate. Got him looking. Has been passed on. Carlos Quinton comes up with his 3rd hit. That's the 2nd time he has broken his bat. The White Sox with Quinton in first. Aker in between Crisp and Mitch Meyer in right. Off of Wright's glove to the bag. Double play. American League. And he has his second home run. Jammed him badly, and John Buck runs out because you never let a pitcher catch a pop-up. It's to short. To Getz on one hop. One away, and now Coco looking around, hoping to watch a Royals comeback victory. Walking again. That's 3 straight walks. The last 2 after falling behind in the count. One.
The fish ain't biting.
Right to Ramirez. 2 down. Coco moves up for Jose Guillen in the 7th inning, trying to set up a potential sac fly and getting the go-ahead run to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to be ready to be able to score on anything that gets away from the catcher, Pierzynski, also.
Right field for Jermaine Dye. And we head to the 9th inning, and a 7 there for the 9th. Jamie gave up a single, but then got a ground ball double play and a pop-up to get out of the 8th. Mike Aviles handles a 2-hopper, and over to Bloomquist. 1 away. Now we notice with Soria's shoulder.
Yeah, we can only hope he's fine. That's for sure.
Deep into the left field corner. DeJesus is back. Can't make the play, and then slams hard into the wall. Pierzynski on his way to third base. And the throw going over the cutoff man, Mike Aviles, and that's the second time tonight that A.J. Pierzynski has doubled into the corner, and
it goes down and in. It's kind of hard for the right-hander hitter to lay off that pitch.
Got him. Bobby Jenks. Wright can't get it. Tough play. Callaspo out at first base. Jamie Wright comes through. Good play by Carrasco. Willie had been 3 out of 5 against D. Those kids are going to fall asleep at school at some point tomorrow. Strike 3 called, and Royals could have an inning back. Tied the game in the 7th, but then had the bases loaded, nobody out. Callaspo and Canerco playing him perfectly on the line behind the bag. So we will play extra innings.
Callaspo's ground ball was straddling the line just about, but the Raws pretty much are giving the line away.
Another strikeout for Jamie Wright. And through the right side, and the White Sox have a runner with 1 out in the 10th inning. Well, you really get in the bottom of the 7th. Shallow right field, and Quinton slamming his bat into the grass as Mitch Meyer makes the catch. And now 2 down as Trey Hillman starts walking over towards the step. Struck him out. 3 shutout innings for Jamie Wright out of the Royals bullpen. Podsednik over into right center field, and Buck is the first out of the 10th inning. Well, no matter what happens tonight,
The reason they got back in the game was they gave themselves an opportunity to get into hitting counts.
Aviles pops it up into shallow right, but Chris Getz runs out and makes the play. And he walks again. That was a very close pitch. So 4 straight walks. To Getz at second base. And we will go to the 11th inning. Royals and White Sox are tied at 7. high, strikes out. And the Royals pitching staff.
Success.
Deep center field, crisp at the track. Not enough for Konerko. Konerko did that not quite as deep, but a couple of times last night against Zach Greinke, lining to crisp in center field. And a walk to Pierzynski. Struck him out. Alexi Ramirez strikes out for the second innings, giving up 1 run on only 3 hits. And Tien chasing a terrible pitch in the dirt. Now they've walked 10.
Start low and stay low. They have to cross over. When they cross over, they come up, which slows them down, so they open you up and put you in that posture there.
He's running, and Bloomquist grounds it through the right side. Mitchell go first to third, and the winning run is just 90 feet away. 3-2 from Broadway to Jacobs. Caught at third by Fields. Well, that's a good swing. I mean, he avoiding the strikeout, shortened up, and just tried to poke it to left field. Well, the base is loaded for Buck. Oh. Hard hit, base hit. Royals win it in the 11th inning.